Hello and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. So this week on my Kindle, I am going to be reading the book Just Friends by Pham. I had forgotten that she had written a book, and I know she's a YouTuber, and I wanted to see what all of the hype was about. So if you've watched the last two videos that I have done where I buy the book on Kindle Unlimited to see if the book is worth it, I'm kind of doing the same thing today, because in order for me to read it, I bought it on the Kindle because it's one of those books I didn't want to buy. I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about it because after reading the synopsis, it's kind of one of those romance books that sounds like you kind of know what's going to happen. And I don't really like that kind, so we'll see. I want to give it a shot because I have learned that sometimes, even when you don't think you're going to like the book, you might like the ending. I am hoping that is going to be the case. I have seen mixed reviews. I'm a little bit nervous about it. So wish me luck. I might start this today because it's currently Sunday. And also, the other one that I'm going to be reading this week is called Elements of Style, and it's by Wendy Wassertein. Never heard of the author, never heard of the title of the book, but this book is incredibly cute. I bought it at a book sale, and I am very curious to know what it's all about, and it looks perfect for summer. And especially given that we are still dealing with smoke really bad. I'm going to put a clip from the walk that I just did of how bad the smoke is. We might get some relief this week because it's supposed to cool down, and we're supposed to get some rain, a chance of rain Wednesday through Sunday. Fingers crossed the smoke goes down a little bit, but these are my reading plans for the week. And also, I was going to give you an update on my diamond painting. I've been working on this for a few weeks now. And this is how much I have left. And I'm going to hopefully get it done this morning. And then I'll let you guys know what I decide to work on next for a craft project. So I'm on my way to go for a walk. And this is just to show you guys how bad the smoke is. You can't see the pretty views that we have. This is just bad. I know a lot of places are getting this, but this is nasty. Okay, I made it to page 50 of Just Friends by Pham. I understand the mixed reviews. It's a book you can easily get sucked into, but at the same time, okay, so for instance, Blair goes back to Seabrook because her aunt is going downhill, and apparently she has a very close relationship with her aunt. And she did have other plans for her future, but these plans changed that for her. And in order to make this happen, she needed to get a job. So she applied for a job at a coffee shop, and Declan, who you already know is one of the main characters, is the manager at the coffee shop, and he is doing her interview. And these two have not spoken in 4 years due to some accident, I guess, or something went wrong. I don't know that part yet. But the part that gets me is it's only been 4 years and they're young and they're acting like it's been 10 years or something. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, to me, I don't know. I'm having a hard time describing it because it just, maybe it's because I'm in my 40s and I'm reading this. But there was also one part in here that I kept cringing because they were talking about when they were teenagers and they were together, and she kept saying, "Oh, they sounded cute," or something like that. And I was just like, oh my lord. Oh boy. In a sense, this is cute. It's a very easy story to get sucked into, mostly because right now I want to find out what happened. But the other thing that gets me too is it's her aunt that's in the hospital. Like, if it was her mom or something like that, I would understand just rushing back. I guess she has a very close relationship with her aunt. In my case, I have a close relationship with my aunts, but I'm not that close to them. I know that sounds bad. I guess if it were me and I was writing a book like this and it was a life-changing thing, I would have it be more of like your mom or something like that. But I mean, it's fine. I'm close to my niece. I would hope someday she would come visit me if I'm not doing well, but I don't expect her to come back and change her life for me, you know. I also know it's kind of hard for me to read too because I'll be quite honest, this is the weekend. So my dad passed 4 years ago, and this is the weekend of his accident. And when he had his accident, my mom and I had to rush out of town because he had to be airflown to a hospital an hour and a half from town. And I had to go with her, and my sister was out of state with her family. And I still, till this day, remember everything that happened. And I took that whole week off from my job to be with them, not knowing when he was going to come back or if he was going to come back. And so reading this is messing with my head a little bit. So my review may not be the best review for this. I did not give that a thought when I decided this weekend, oh, I'm going to read this book. did you forget what happened this weekend 4 years ago? If you want to know more of the passing of my dad and this story, I have another video dedicated to him on my YouTube channel, and you can go check it out. But basically, for the next 2 months after he was in the first flown out of town, he never made it home. He made it back to town, but he never made it home. So reading this is a little bit hard. I chose the wrong weekend to read this book. But I'm going to try to give it my all. So far, the writing is not bad. And maybe I'm reading too much into the whole aunt thing. I just know if I am sick, and even though I am incredibly close to my niece, I'm not going to expect her to change her life or her plans to come take care of me. Maybe in this sense, maybe the aunt doesn't have any family to help her, and Blair feels like she has to help her. I don't know. There could be all different kinds of scenarios. And every family situation is different too, of the right or wrong answer. And anyways, I still want to give the book a shot because it is an easy read. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a hard time with the whole he's coming back into her life type thing, because it's kind of like, okay, is this going to be cheesy? Or if it's a long, slow burn thing, I like those kind. But I'm not big on the cheesy romances. I'm just really not, unless I just need a very easy read. But I think I'm going to be done with this for tonight. I have to go back to work tomorrow. I do have Friday off this week, but I am working 9-hour days, and I might try to read some tomorrow evening. I mostly read my Kindle during the week at lunch, and I only take half-an-hour lunches. Hi, sorry about being cut off there at that last little clip. I am giving you guys an update. It is currently Tuesday, and I have read past the 100-page mark, and my brain is more clear now that I got past the hard weekend of the year. And first of all, I wanted to update you that the reason why I said that I'm not as close to my aunts, it's because they live 2 states away from me. And growing up, I only got to see them like once a year. And I do love my aunts, but I don't know them that well. However, I figured out in this story that Blair and her mom lived with her great aunt Lottie for a while, and that is why she has such a close relationship with her. That I understand, her moving back to be with her before she passes. I completely get that now. And also, while I still haven't gotten to the part of what happened to Blair and Declan, I am at the part now where I am kind of learning a little bit about their past, and then it moves to the future, past, then moves to the future, that kind of thing. So far, I mean, it's good for a first novel. It's decent. I wanted to also give you another update on my other book. I've barely made a dent in it. I read physical book before I go to bed every night, and I read maybe a page or two before I just conk out, because I work 9-hour days most of the time, at least 8.5 to 9-hour days, and right now I'm on summer hours at work, which means I like to go in at 6 in the morning and be done by 3:30, since I only take half-an-hour lunches. And so I basically just conk out at like 8:30. So I don't really have an update for you on the other book, except I've read maybe 3 pages. But that's okay, because I mainly wanted to get Just Friends done for you guys anyway. But also, an update on the smoke. On Sunday, when I did that clip for you, we were in the red. And that's not even from our fires in our state. It's from like Canada, Oregon, Idaho. We do have fires in our state. We do. Yesterday was still bad. Today's a little better in the yellow. You will find this interesting. I had a tooth that got so sensitive it was hard for me to eat anything. So I went to the dentist and she said that smoke can cause sensitivity to a tooth. Who would have thought to a tooth? Anyways, it's better now. I had another appointment tonight for them to check on it. They're watching another tooth, but that's caused from clenching, unfortunately. But it's not bad. I don't have to go back till my next checkup. So we're good. But who would have thought smoke would cause something like that? Anyway, but yeah, I read on my lunch breaks yesterday and today. I was able to read at Mom's a little bit last night while I was waiting on dinner. So I am past the 100-page mark. I think I'm going to read for about 40 minutes or so right now. And my goal is, I'm hoping to have this done Thursday evening. That is my goal, because I have Friday off. I can stay up late and read this. And I'm going to warn you guys, I'm so glad I took Friday off this week because I've been slammed at work. I work at a manufacturing company and I work with like 60 some people and I wear multiple hats at my job. And I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I have been slammed. I have just been slammed. So I did exercise tonight and I've been walking on breaks at work just to get outside a little bit, but not too long because of the smoke. Fingers crossed, we're supposed to get some rain the next few days. We'll see. Sometimes this time of year when it's this smoky, it'll say we are supposed to have rain, and then it doesn't happen. We'll see. Fingers crossed it does, because we need it for any of you guys that have it worse than us. I am incredibly sorry. I feel bad for anybody going through this. I feel bad for anybody going through wildfires, making it through their town. Yeah, it's not fun. We've been through this many times before in our state, many times before. There was one year it went all the way through to December in our state. And we even had a wildfire in one of the mountains close to work one year, and it scared us to death. So I hope it doesn't get that bad this year. I really hope it doesn't get that bad. Anyways, I am gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna read, and hopefully I'll have another update for you soon. updates for you. I finished the book today. If you like this book, you're gonna hate me. I wasn't into it. I'm really sorry. It was too cheesy for me. It was too cheesy. I knew it was gonna happen. I felt like it was a little bit dramatic for their history, how young they were. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me if I don't like it. Do you think I will learn my lesson the third time of buying a book on the Kindle just so that I can read what the hype is? Probably not. I guess I'm hoping maybe one of these days it'll be worth it. But hey, I got to make a video out of it and share it with you guys and a little bit about my life. And it's decent for her first novel. I will give her credit for that. She did put a lot of thought into this book, and she did take her time with it. But I'm sorry. I did not like it. And I'm going to have to rate it a 3 because it wasn't bad, but I didn't feel like it was good either. And I don't want to give her too low of a rating because it's not written bad by any means, but I mean, come on, you know what's going to happen. You do. And I don't like those kind of books. I really don't. But I wanted to give it a shot, see what all the fuss was about. But yes, I finished it. It's a very quick read if you want a very quick read. My other update for you, I finished this diamond painting and it's beautiful. I bought it from Temu and it's got 19 colors and it is a 45 by 45. And this is the first time that I have ever done a diamond painting using washi tape and doing it by sections. And I loved doing that. So I'm going to continue on doing that with diamond paintings. But yes, I am framing this one for sure. And then I started this latch hook. And all I could think about all day was working on this latch hook because, as you can tell, we did get rain today. It actually downpoured pretty good for a while. And, you know, when it does that, you want to read a book or do a good craft. So all day at work, all I could think about was working on this. I went to work on this and the weather started to slowly clear up. And I thought, I gotta go for a bike ride. I haven't ridden my bike outside since last Wednesday, and it felt good to get out. And I worked on this a little bit during the week, but realized I messed up, so I had to undo like 4 rows of this. But it's so pretty. I can't wait to get it done. Maybe in the next video I'll have it done and can show. But yeah, those are my updates. My other book, I got nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm only on page 13. It's been a week. Working 9-hour days doesn't usually kill me, but I've been swamped. I think part of what happened was we unexpectedly left work early on Wednesday. They sent everybody home paid time off because of an incident in production with one of the machines. And I think we just at least I fell behind on my stuff a little bit. And then on top of that, people were giving me more and more stuff. And I had had enough today. I got everything I needed done before my long weekend this weekend. But it was, I had to work hard to do that, to get it all done. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you for being patient with me with these faceless videos. I'm still figuring things out. And I just hope that you continue to stay along with me, because I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that I earned your subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.